All right, let's dive into a cautionary tale about cybersecurity. It's a story that, honestly, every small business and nonprofit really needs to hear.
First things first, let's just bust the single most dangerous myth out there. This idea that you are too small to be a target? It's just not true. In reality, attackers are actively hunting for smaller organizations. They see them as easier targets precisely because you might have fewer security resources.
So to really see how this plays out, let's just imagine a small, mission-driven organization, maybe a lot like your own, on what feels like a completely ordinary day.
Picture it. The team's heads down, they're focused on their work. They're communicating with clients, with donors, with vendors. The absolute lifeblood of their operations is flowing right through their email. And then it happens. A very clever, very deceptive attack arrives. It's like a perfectly crafted key designed to unlock the organization's digital front door, the email inbox.
Now look, this isn't one of those janky emails with obvious spelling mistakes. No way. This thing looks real. It's got the right name, the right signature, and it makes a request that seems totally plausible, especially when you're in the middle of a busy day.
The thing about these attackers is that they're clever. They mimic the kinds of things we see every day. Things like fake invoices from vendors we actually work with, or those urgent requests that look like they're coming straight from the executive director. They use these trusted formats to sneak right past our natural suspicion.
So here you are. You've got this email in front of you. It looks real. This is that critical moment of choice. And because it's so convincing, the most common thing people do is they click or they reply. It feels like the right thing to do in the moment.
And that one click, that one seemingly innocent action, well, it can unleash some absolutely devastating and immediate consequences. And that's especially true for a small organization that doesn't have a giant financial safety net.
And the fallout? It's not just a small headache. We are talking about stolen donations, entire systems getting locked up by ransomware, not being able to make payroll, and maybe worst of all, damaging the trust you've built with your community. It can threaten the entire reason your organization exists.
Okay, so you might be wondering, wait a minute, don't we have security for this? Why didn't it stop the attack? Well, to understand that, we kind of need an expert diagnosis.
At its heart, phishing is really just a crime of impersonation. It's not designed to break down some complex digital wall. It's designed to exploit human trust. It's a con game, pure and simple, and it's played right inside your inbox.
And this right here, this is the key thing to understand. Those standard out-of-the-box filters you get with Microsoft 365 or Google Workspace, they're just a baseline. They're great at catching millions of identical, lazy spam emails, but they were never, ever designed to stop one single, perfectly crafted email that's pretending to be your boss.
Today's attacks are just sneaky. They might come from the actual email account of a vendor you work with, an account that got hacked. They use all the right names, the right logos. They blend in so perfectly with your normal day-to-day workflow, making them almost impossible to spot with just your eyes. So, if the basic tools aren't enough, and even a sharp human eye can be fooled, what's the answer? What actually works to get you prepared?
Well, according to security expert Marcus Dixon, we have to get past one big idea, that just training our people is enough. Because even the best trained staff can be tricked by a really convincing email, especially one that creates that sense of urgency. Plus, what happens when new people join? You can end up with gaps in that training wall. So, real protection, it comes from this trifecta. You need three things working together: the right technology to filter out the threats, ongoing training to keep your people sharp, and active oversight to monitor what's going on. One or two isn't enough. They have to work together. Let's just zoom in on that technology piece for a second. This advanced filtering acts as your first and best line of defense. It's designed to do things your basic spam filter just can't, like stopping those emails pretending to be from your leadership, or scanning links in a safe, separate environment before you can click on them. It can even stop criminals from spoofing your domain, which is just a fancy way of saying they're faking your email address to trick your own team. It stops these threats before they ever land in an inbox. Okay, I get it. For a small team, hearing about a security trifecta can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. You have a mission to focus on, right? And this is exactly where a managed security partner can be a game changer.
See, a managed security provider, they're not just installing some software and leaving. They are actively monitoring for threats on your behalf. They're providing a rapid response when something looks fishy, and they give you expert guidance so you're never left wondering what to do.
And that's the bottom line, isn't it?
This whole approach lets your team get back to focusing on what you do best, your actual mission, instead of suddenly having to become part-time cybersecurity experts.
This is really about a shift in thinking. The goal isn't to build some kind of impenetrable fortress overnight because, frankly, that's impossible. The real goal is to take practical, affordable steps to be prepared and to significantly lower your risk of becoming a victim.
When you really boil it all down, it comes to this. Securing your email is one of the most powerful, high-impact investments a small organization can possibly make. It's protecting the very heart of how you operate.
So, we'll leave you with that one thought to really consider for your own organization. Right now, which one is it? This whole explainer was based on the incredible insights and deep experience of cybersecurity expert Marcus Dixon. Thanks so much for watching.